Hey everyone, welcome to this unexpected Coffee at Inbound. Without coffee, but it's still Coffee at Inbound for us. I'm with Paul Schmidt from SmartBug. Paul, nice to have you.
Excited to be here.
So great to reconnect this year at Inbound. Sorry. So there's a lot of content actually was covered in sessions and presentations yesterday here, and we're going to go over some of the highlights, some of the things that we really noticed and kept thinking about actually since yesterday. I'm going to go and start with the idea of the loop marketing. Loop marketing is a concept that Yamini, the CEO of HubSpot, presented in her spotlight yesterday morning. And the idea is that the way that we do marketing is really changing, right? The idea of inbound, but just the general idea of the funnel. Loop marketing is a new 4-stage approach that combines AI efficiency and human authenticity to drive growth. So the loop is the idea of, instead of having a funnel, like the straight funnel, it's really like a loop, like the infinity sign pretty much, right? And there are different steps along the way, and you kind of just loop through these steps. And the 4 steps: express, tailor, amplify, evolve. So that's the thing that stuck in my mind, but can you take us through some of the highlights, some of the main things that you've noticed from yesterday?
I would say I'm going to talk about 3 specific updates that I think are probably the biggest ones that you should know about. The first one is Data Hub. Data Hub is Operations Hub rebranded. And essentially what this does is it allows you to better get your information into HubSpot and not just pull more information in there, but also make sure the information is accurate and clean and up to date. And so there's a couple new tools within Data Hub. First one is a new set of data hygiene tools. So it's really important that, if you're using AI for agents or for anything like that, assistants, you need good, clean data.
Oh yeah.
And so that's one set is just having a new set of tools that's going to allow you to automate a lot of that data cleaning part, which is, RevOps people's likely favorite thing to do is to clean their database, but it's so necessary. And so that's one part of it. The other part of it is the update for data sets. So what data sets essentially allows you to do with some of the updates is pull in third-party data and combine it with data that's inside of HubSpot, but not necessarily have to ingest all of that data. And why this is important is if you think about if you have your HubSpot CRM, you've got all your data inside there, but you want to then combine it maybe with data from your e-commerce system or your ERP. You want that data. You want to be able to do automation off that data. You want to be able to do reporting off that data, but maybe you don't want all that data in HubSpot. And so that's been a big unlock for HubSpot's Data Hub, is just being able to essentially join tables of HubSpot data and third-party data without having to create a million custom properties inside your CRM. So I think that's a big upgrade for Data Hub. I think we're going to see a great adoption of that in the coming months and over this next year. So that's number 1. Number 2, Breeze Studio. So I think this is the other big one. HubSpot last year launched 4 new agents: prospecting agent, customer agent, content agent. HubSpot's created an agent marketplace as well as Breeze Studio, which allows you to essentially customize some of the pre-built agents, or even the future is building your own agents. And so, I think this is an area we're going to see a lot more businesses, using some of the pre-built ones and customize them for their own business, but then also creating their own from scratch. So I think this is another area that there's so much potential here for HubSpot customers to be able to then create real agents that are really defined for their own business use cases, and not just having to use pre-built ones, but ones that they're thinking about that could really help unlock a lot of value for them. So that's product updates. Sam, let's shift gears a little bit about hybrid teams.
Oh yeah. So thanks for that. And it's a big topic that we started to hear about a year or 2 ago. I remember Dharmesh kind of brought the idea that at some point you're going to have a team that's going to be like part human, part AI agents. And that was a nice concept and kind of a little bit blurry at the time still. But it's becoming very, very concrete and very, very clear now. I feel like we've got that. So the idea of the hybrid team is having your team, right? So let's say you're a small marketing team and small and powerful, but there's always so much more you could do. So bringing in the AI and agents actually with very specific focus and things that they can do really kind of multiplies what your small but mighty team can actually do. And yesterday, I think it was Yamini or Karen that basically said, HubSpot is kind of positioning itself as a platform that really facilitates this and wants to be a platform where this can really work well. So I wanted to have your input, your thoughts on that. How do you see HubSpot kind of positioning itself? What are the different things that you see that could really work for that kind of hybrid team?
So, HubSpot's launched their pre-built agents over the last few years, and as we think about like a hybrid team, you think about what AI can unlock for you, and it's not just efficiency. It's not just by having these agents, I can lay off half my team. Like it's not about that. I think it's really going to supercharge marketing teams, sales teams, service teams, ops teams, and I think that's really, as we look to what hybrid teams are going to look like in the future. Every single individual and every single department is going to have their own set of agents that really help them be more effective or creative or better informed in the campaigns that they're running, the type of work they have to do on the day-to-day basis. And I think what's really interesting, what we're already starting to see some early beta and reporting into, is how seeing results from how much time savings that these types of agents can provide, or how much more effective they can make you within marketing, sales, or service. So I think it's really interesting, and I think we're going to be able to start seeing reporting from that in the coming months that just show you how much time you're getting back to do more interesting work, to remove some of that sort of mundane stuff that you have to get done, but hopefully your agents can do that for you. What's your thoughts on some of the hybrid team stuff?
Yeah, I think that's so interesting because it unlocks so many things, new potential that I think smaller team have a chance maybe now of competing against bigger teams of more people in a certain way, and that kind of is magical in a certain way because you can really do a lot more. And in terms of how HubSpot, I think, is a good platform for that. Personally, I've seen some of the things you've mentioned, right? The agents that are available directly from within HubSpot. And so people in your team, they can now start managing these agents or configuring them, setting them, making sure they do the good job, and they're bringing results, but all that from the platform. And related to that, there was again, the idea of employees becoming kind of agent managers, or what did they call it? Agent conductors,
agent managers. Yep.
Agent managers. So this is really interesting again. So your people in your team will likely, their role will evolve, but you'll be able to produce way more quicker with agents and manage most of this or all of this maybe at some point within HubSpot, and where you have your marketing campaigns and sales activities and all that, which would be pretty much amazing, I think. So that's kind of my thought on this hybrid team topic for now. Definitely stay tuned because this is evolving really quickly. Thanks everyone, and see you in some other article or video.